get that open and see what I picked up. Another sealed game. Sometimes they don't arrive sealed, which is very suspect. It is... What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the free Trading Game Collection Challenge, the series where I build a video game collection without spending any money on it. Although today we are going to spend some money. Without any further ado though, let's get into today's sponsor, which is K4G.com. Thank you to today's sponsor, K4G.com, a digital goods platform for PC and console gaming. Whether you're looking for the latest releases such as Football Manager 2023, they've got you covered with huge discounts. And if you want to pre-order the latest games from Forspoken to Dead Space, these also have pretty enticing discounts. They also have 24/7 support and over 4,000 reviews on Trustpilot. So regardless what you're looking for, I'm sure there's something for you. If you use the code TVM at checkout, you will get yourself a 10% discount. Any and all links are found in the description. Today we are going to spend some money, and that comes from the cash profit that we have in the series. So throughout the series, from day one to where we are right now, we have accumulated a cash profit by buying and selling. Most of the time we take what we have left over and we trade it into CEX to get the games that we want, and that's how we end up with the majority of this stuff on the shelf here. And we'll talk about the things that have been turned sideways in the next video. There are reasons for that, but sometimes we sell things and we make a profit, and then we have something left over we can put into the collection or we can trade in, and that profit has been accumulating and accumulating, and we've been doing spending the profit episodes every week or so, where we go out and we spend some money on the lesser games that I wouldn't really want to spend credit on. We are going to go through some Black Friday pickups. I actually did a Black Friday video. I'm probably going to do the same thing with Boxing Day. Now, if you're not familiar with Boxing Day, maybe you live outside the UK, and I don't think that is a thing elsewhere. There are, of course, sales after Christmas, and the first day after Christmas is called Boxing Day here in the UK. I don't think that's the case everywhere else, but I am going to go into town. I'm not looking forward to it, and I'm going to go around the shops and see if there are any deals we can pick up there. But we have some Black Friday ones to pick up. In fact, I have some sealed Black Friday deals to pick up. One of them arrived the very next day, which I haven't yet to open, which is killing me a little bit. This one I had to wait a week for, which was a bit weird. I don't really know how, like on Amazon, why do you have to wait a week for delivery when you have Prime and it's in stock? It was a bit of a strange one. We're going to open that one last because I have this one to open first. I also have a CEX pickup. It's not part of Black Friday, but we did have some credit to spend, so I went in there and spent it. This game is a game I've been waiting to get for a while, and is the other from Amazon as well. Pretty good deal, this one. I can't remember exactly how much which one was which. I think they were both like £22 or £23 maybe. So let's pull that open together. And it is sealed, which is nice. It is a PS5 game. It is, of course, Turtles the Cowabunga Collection. You saw me pick that up in the Black Friday video. I've been waiting to get that for quite a while. It is a collection of all, I want to say 12 Turtles games from days gone by. We're talking SNES, we're talking Mega Drive and that kind of thing. A lot of games to play through here. Very well done. Apparently has very, very good reviews. I am really, really looking forward to getting stuck into that. I'm not a massive fan of taking cellophane off things. If I buy like a new TV or something, I tend to leave the plastic around the outer edge. I'm just weird. So that is game number one. Pretty good deal considering it is a PlayStation 5 game. And it's a fairly new release. It's not a new release, but it's a fairly new one. We will get into the second Black Friday deal after we take a trip over to CEX. Now, if you're not from the UK, which the majority of my viewers are, to be fair, but if you're not, it is a video game store, or second-hand video game store, I should say, here in the UK, where you can trade things in. That's generally where we tend to do most of our trading business. But I had £10 to spend, or £9 to spend on credit from the last episode, where we traded in games from Game. If you've missed that episode, go check it out. It'll be linked at the end of this video, or you can check it on the channel. I think it's the last video that went up. We went into Game, another video game store here in the UK, and I used their 3 for 2 offer in order to get more trade credit in CEX. So I spent, I think, like £12.98. I got like 24, maybe a bit more, £27 credit. I can't remember how much it was exactly. But I went into CEX and I had a little look around. And there are quite a few games for in and around that £10 range. I don't mind adding the odd, £1 or £2 here or there to credit if necessary. So I'm having a little look around. PS4 is kind of where I'm at right now. My local CEX Mega Drive selection is awful. They have about 6 games and nobody ever trades any in, which is really frustrating, but it is what it is. So I tend to sort of flock toward, or what's the word I'm looking for, veer towards PlayStation 4 stuff, although I will be changing my tact very slightly, which I'll talk about in the next video. But plenty of games to choose from. Maybe if I was to add like £5 or £10, we could turn this into a spend in the profit, because technically speaking, we could spend £15, which is the normal budget for a spend in the profit episode, and then use that £9 credit on top of it. So we could actually get like a 20, 24, £25 game in a spend in the profit kind of format. But in the end, I plumped for a £10 game that I think will not spike in price, but I'm very surprised doesn't have like a AAA release as of yet. I can't imagine it's going to be too long before it gets one, but it is John Wick Hex. Now, it's not like a first-person John Wick game, which I think, or even a third-person John Wick game. I think this is like a top-down kind of turn-based strategy kind of game. It looks fun from what I've seen, and it is definitely my kind of game. We have a lot of these in the collection, particularly on the Switch. But I think with the 4th film, I want to say, coming out, I would say soon. I'm not quite sure when it's coming out, but it definitely has been announced. There's a trailer and everything, so it can't be that far away. But that game is one of those that I don't think will drop much more than that, if anything. And I don't pick these games up because I want to invest in them for the future and I'm trying to like play it like the stock market, or that's going up because blah blah blah. That's not the point. My argument for that is I could have waited for this to go cheaper and then picked it up when it was cheaper. There are plenty of games out there that you know full well are going to drop in price. Need for Speed Unbound, which I will talk about in another video, I'm sure, is a game that looks really interesting to me. I really love that art style mixed with a realism art style, which I really like those games, and I like Need for Speed in general, but I don't want to pay retail for it right now because it's just come out. It's obviously going to drop. There's no way it stays at £60 from now until the end of time. So it's a question of when do you buy it. If you need it day one because you love the series, you need to play it, that's fair enough. I'm not that way. So when do I pick it up? Do I wait until it's 30? Do I wait until it's 10? It's a question of how, when do you pull that trigger? This, I think, is a good time to pull the trigger. I don't see it dropping below that £10 mark anytime soon. Looks like a good game. If you've played it, let me know what you think of it. Now, I could have gone mad Black Friday because there were a few deals that I think were worthy of me picking up. What was it? 2 Point Campus. That game was £20. I'm not quite sure what it is now. It's on screen for you. I think that was definitely worth picking up through Black Friday. There was another game, actually, Rust, on the PlayStation 4. Now, I have it on the PC. I have like nearly 3,000 hours on that game on the PC. I love it. It's I wouldn't say one of the only games I play right now, but it is definitely up there. I am a big fan of that game. But I want to play the console version because in the evenings, I'm downstairs. There's no PC downstairs. I kind of want to, like, Rust fix, if you will. I want to just have a little go on it. £15, $14.99, whatever it was, through Black Friday has now ended, but it's only gone up to $15.95. CEX still want £25 for that game. I think the Xbox One version was $15 and you could trade it in for $20, so you could have actually made £5 through Black Friday in credit on that game, but it's now £20 on Amazon. But the PS4 version is still only $15.95 or $99 or something. So I probably will look to pick that up soon. But I may wait, now that that's the standard price, I may wait until just after Christmas and see if it gets reduced ever so slightly again. I'm looking at maybe £12. I do try and save wherever I can here, but there were definitely plenty of deals I could have picked up. But these were the 2 games that I really wanted, and I could spare this money out of the cash profit. This is the next one, another sealed Amazon package. This arrived a couple of days ago, in fact, 2 days ago. So let's get that open and see what I picked up. Another sealed game. Sometimes they don't arrive sealed, which is very suspect, but it is a PlayStation 4 title this time. It is Turtles Shredder's Revenge, and I think it might be loose in there. I don't know. I'm going to need to open it, but I'm going to need to open it to play it anyway. This is a newer release. I wanted this on the PS5, but I couldn't. It sounds broken. Yeah, I think the spindle might be broken on this. We may need to replace the case. In fact, let's open it on camera. Can you believe it? I'm going to open it right now. before I play you any footage of this game. If I can get it open, there it is. So, this game has been on my radar for a while. I wanted it on the PlayStation 5, but the price of it on the PS5, I couldn't justify. It was like an extra £5 or £6, and from what I've seen by side-by-side comparison videos, there is no difference in the way that they run in terms of FPS, and there is no difference in terms of graphics. I may be wrong on that, but from what I could tell, it was very minimal to negligible, right? So let's open this up and see what's happened. Oh, it's not. Okay. So it sounded like the spindle had broken, but you actually get some extras in here. So we do have a Turtles Shredder's Revenge pocket guide. We get the game itself, and we also get a pizza keyring, which I think is quite cool. Doesn't have anything like distinctive on it to tell you that it's from this game specifically, but that is what I thought was a broken spindle, so I didn't need to open it. But anyway, 2 Black Friday pickups, both Turtles, maybe a little bit boring for some, but we also have that John Wick Hex to put into the collection as well. 3 PlayStation titles, one of which is PS5. But like I said, I wasn't really willing to spend the extra on this, even though this works on my PS5 and is the same game and doesn't look any different. So why bother, if you will. But there are my Black Friday pickups. This one, not really, but kind of at the same time. What did you buy through Black Friday? Let me know in the comments. If you do need any games, of course, head over to k4g.com with all their latest sales, pre-orders, and use the code TVM checkout. If you have enjoyed this video, hit that subscribe button. Of course, like the video if you have enjoyed it. And until the next time, goodbye.